Hello, my garden family. This is your girl Renee from Renee's Garden Adventures, and today we're going to be talking about what I am going to be putting in some more containers because these are the containers that I have my Kelsey onions in that did not do so well. So I decided that I was going to repurpose and reuse these containers, and I was going to start some of my tomatoes. And this year, I'm going to start some of the tomatoes that I always start. And this one is the black creme, which is a beautiful tomato, nice and juicy. It's really thick, so it's good for making like your tomato sandwiches. Or they're good in salads. And then I'm also going to put some of these black cherry tomatoes in there because these are like really nice sized grape like tomatoes that I enjoy. And then I'm going to start some of my zucchini because I'm the only one that really eat zucchini, but I love zucchini. And I found out that you can do a quick pickle on zucchini. So I want to grow some zucchini so I can try that quick pickle recipe. And I'm going to bring you guys along with me. That's for sure, because I love anything that's in some kind of a pickle brine. It's fabulous. And then I'm going to try these cucumbers again. These are the cucumbers that I tried to grow last season, but they didn't do so well. And these are the cucumbers that do not need any kind of pollination because it says for the planting instructions, it says need abundant soil moisture and rich. Some afternoon shade is beneficial in the hottest summer weather. Trellis growing saves space, which is a good thing, and harvest frequency for maintaining production. And it says dual purpose. It says for these cucumbers can be used for pickling and slicing, and it sets fruit even without pollination. And they said this is a great cucumber if you have a greenhouse. Look at that name, you guys. That's just giving you some inside information. This may be a good one for you to grow inside your greenhouse. And you don't even need to have any pollinators. They'll grow without any kind of assistance from anyone. So that's perfect. So those are the four things, because I have four of these containers right here. So those are going to be the four things that I'm going to be sowing: two tomatoes, a cucumber, and my zucchini. And then outside, I'm going to try some of this Egyptian spinach. I've tried to grow this spinach. I'm looking at tails out here. Always into something, that crazy squirrel. Um, I've never ever had success with this Egyptian spinach, but what I see, it says it's good for delicious sauteed in soups or dried for teas. And it says used to aid digestion, improve vision, and reduces stress. So I'm just going to direct sow these right out into one of my containers out here. So that's the Egyptian spinach. And I'm going to try to just do some of this Bloomdale long standing spinach. I'm going to try to grow some of that outside in a container. And then I'm going to put some of this black seeded Simpson lettuce right here. I think I'm going to put that in a pot. And how long does this take before I can harvest this? It says days to germinate is 2 to 12 days. And for me to start picking it and eating it and using it, it's going to be 40 days. So that's not too bad. I can do that. How much it is for this Egyptian spinach? It says it's supposed to germinate 7 to 14 days. And this one's going to take 60. So that's not too bad. So the the black Simpson, what was this black? The lettuce takes 40 days. the Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. How many days does this take? Oh, 45. So this will come up first and I'll be able to harvest this quicker than I will be able to do the Egyptian spinach because that one says 60 days. It's 45, 60 days. So I'm going to be planting that out. And also I'm going to be putting out some leeks in one of these containers because I have another container I'm going to use. And I have tried and tried and tried to grow this fennel. And I've seen Wendy growing this fennel and hers is huge. So I have some seeds. So I am going to try to grow these. And it says this has to be in full sun. Maybe that's why I didn't have this in full sun. I had it in partial shade. So maybe that was the culprit. And then it says it sprouts in 7 to 14 days. Spacing is 6 inches apart. Seed depth is 1/4 to 1 inch. And it says it's supposed to be very easy to grow. Child, nope. Wasn't very easy to grow for Miss Renee. So it says this plant grows like dill. Used in Italian cooking, tasty, and easy to grow. Well, you know what? I'm not the type of gardener that is going to give up easily. So I am going to drop these seeds in a pot and we are going to see if I can get these to grow. And it says to direct sow in spring, or I can start them indoors in early spring. Transplant carefully after frost has passed. Self sows in ideal condition. Oh, so these things, if these seeds drop, then they will be growing all in your garden. I have a problem with that because I like fennel, but I can't get it to grow. And that's the one thing when you go into the grocery stores, fennel is expensive. Look how big, because fennel comes in this. See how this bottom part is? You see how big of a bulb that is? It's huge. And then it has all those little wispy, like feathery type stems. So that's why it's in the same family as they say dill, because dill has that same kind of feathery texture too. Yep. So that is what your girl's going to be doing, and I'm going to be growing some squash. Yep. So your girl gonna be busy sitting out here. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna direct sow all my tomatoes, cucumbers, and zucchini in these bottles. And then I'm gonna go outside and I'm going to direct sow some of the spinach and lettuce that I talked about already. I'm gonna go outside, drop these seeds into their location, and I'm gonna give this fennel. Child, pray for your girl about for this fennel. All right, so that's what I want to let you guys know. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put some zucchini in one of these containers. So let me get all set up and we'll do the zucchini because you guys have watched me many a times putting seeds inside containers. If I can do it, it's easy and it only takes a couple of minutes to get it done. Tape it up, slap it out there on the table. All right, guys, I'll be right back and we'll start planting these zucchinis. All right, guys, so I finally got this container open. Let me show you. You guys see that? Okay, got the container open. And these are the seeds for the zucchini. This is what zucchini seeds look like. And I saw that on MR Gardner. He says that if you take a scissors and cut off that opening, that the seed needs to, it'll germinate a lot quicker if you cut off that part so the water and stuff can get in there. So I'm gonna cut 2 of these and then I'm gonna put the rest of them as normal, and we gonna see if this strategy works. And he says just to push it down in the soil, and it's already wet. So I don't need a lot of these zucchini plants because it's just myself and my husband, and I'm the one that eats these things. So I put a couple in there just in case they do not grow. I'll have some extras just in case. All right, so that should be enough. Put this last one back in here for next season. All right, so I'm going to take my little chopstick here. I'm going to cover it up with some soil. Push them down in there. And cover it up. And then there'll be another bottle out there on my table that Tails can get out there and mess around with, but he can't get inside of it. And I think that's what drives him nuts, is that he can't get inside of this bottle to tear it up. Just like a little kid. Can't get into something, so they get mad. And so they start throwing it around. That's okay. He can throw this around all he wants. And then I'm just putting some tape around it to close it up, to keep it nice and keep the condensation and stuff inside of here. And then I'm going to scratch out this Kelsey onions. And we're going to put zucchini, because that's what we just planted together, was us some zucchini. And they're called Black Beauty. Put zucchini here. And you know what's so funny? The first butterfly that I see, it's not like a monarch butterfly, one of those beautiful butterflies. It's those doggone white butterfly. Already scoping out what I have in my garden and where it's going to be trying to be laying his awful eggs for those icky caterpillars. Blech. So when you guys see that white butterfly, it is not a good butterfly. It's a bad, bad butterfly. It's a bad butterfly. So get ready, because it's warming up and all the critters are starting to come out. All right, so first container done. I'm going to finish up the last 3, and then we're going to end this video. And I'm going to say this: it's not too late to get your seeds going, because spring has just started, and this is a great opportunity to get out there, sow some seeds, drop some seeds, so you'll have a fantastic garden when it's time for you to get out there and start harvesting that food that you took all this time to organize your seeds, get them in that soil, and planted and watered and fertilized, all that good stuff. So just a reminder, because you see your girl is still going to drop some seeds. And I'm going to drop some seeds all through this whole growing seasons. Because once you harvest something, drop some more seeds, because it's called concession planting. You harvest that, then by the time you harvest the first round of your squash, if you have planted some more squash, they'll be ready and you'll be out there harvesting them next. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. And Miss Renee has just planted her zucchini. So, woohoo! All right, zucchini, I'm going to stick you on that table with your other family members, and you do what you do. All right, you guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Get on out there. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather.